all I do is worry about how I'm gonna get my next fix and like where I'm gonna sleep, or if I do go to sleep. Normally I'll go days without sleeping and I'll just run the streets and see what I can get myself into.
All right, welcome back, everybody. We're back in beautiful Sin City, and we're here with Jackie. How are you doing?
Good.
Hey, Jackie, do you give us permission to use this video on our YouTube channel?
Yes.
All right, my friend. How old are you?
30.
30. And how long have you lived in Vegas?
Close to 4 years.
4 years. Where are you from originally?
I'm from Colorado.
Oh, one of my favorite states. What part?
More southern, like by the border of Raton, New Mexico.
Oh, okay.
It's called Aguilar.
Is that where you went to school and everything? Yeah. What high school did you go to?
Aguilar High School. It says literally called Aguilar High School or elementary school. Like,
Oh, yeah.
the Wildcats. Yeah,
How you say it again?
Aguilar.
Aguilar.
Like
Okay.
Christina Aguilar. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, okay. Are you? What's your ethnicity?
I'm native and Spanish.
Okay. Did you go to public schools or did you go to
Public.
public? Did you graduate?
Yes.
Did you? Did you go to college? When you were in school, what kind of grades were you getting?
Not the best of grades.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's also a very small school. Like the graduation was literally 3 people.
3 people?
Yes.
From a very small school.
Yeah.
So you probably didn't get the opportunity to make a lot of friends, and were you bullied at all by anybody?
No.
Okay.
No.
So you didn't have too many friends?
Well, like going to school was really like being around like your siblings. Like we picked on each other, or but we always had each other's back too at the same time. Like.
How many siblings?
I have like an older brother and a little sister.
All right. So you had 3 siblings. Both parents in the home.
I have a stepmom and then my dad.
Okay. Was there any abuse growing up?
Yeah.
Oh, was there?
Yeah.
Are you comfortable talking about any of it?
Yeah.
Or who was it by?
Like a little bit from cousins and then like a little bit from my parents.
Oh, both parents or just one parent?
Yeah, both. My stepmom was kind of evil. Like sometimes she would have like that look in her eye, like she smelled blood almost, like how sharks smells blood.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's kind of hard to. I don't know. Like she was really evil, especially when she was like really high. Because it could go one of both ways. She would be really nice and let me do whatever I wanted, or she would just be really passive aggressive and like try to like be evil to me every chance she had. Like she used to give my cousins like Tylenol every night and called it goodnight juice. And I didn't know growing up that that's really bad for kids. It like fucked up their liver and everything every night, like for 5 years pretty much.
So you were physically and emotionally abused by your parents. What about any sexual abuse?
Yeah, there was by a relative, and it was really hard to like come to peace with.
Okay.
For a long time, but
Yeah. It affected you really bad?
yeah, I was having like night terrors. Like anybody who like would sleep with me in the bed, like a boyfriend or whatever, I'd beat them up in my sleep. Like I still have a hard time having people like behind me and like all kinds of stuff. Like,
Wow, I'm so sorry. Did you get any kind of counseling after that?
no.
Nothing?
No.
So that, you don't have to describe what happened, but how long did that last? That,
Probably until I was old enough to like literally beat the shit out of them to where they wouldn't come back.
it was for years then?
Yeah, a couple years.
Oh my, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
And then when it ended, did you report him?
They want like a couple of relatives that were getting the same thing happen to them wanted me to, but I didn't because I didn't feel comfortable like talking about it. Just because when I did tell my dad, he told me that 1, I deserved it, and 2, that I was a liar.
Your dad said that?
Mm-hmm.
No child should have to go through that. I'm so sorry. When did you first start dabbling in the drugs?
A couple years ago. Like I'm still pretty fresh to it, I guess you'd say.
So how'd you stay away from it all those years?
I didn't do it till things really got to that point where like I was like, F it, my life's like this, I'm gonna experiment, I'm gonna try and see what it's about, and now it's like it's pretty much my life right now.
Okay, so you're 30. All those years in high school and through the molestations, you didn't abuse anything?
I did weed, that was about
Yeah.
it.
How'd you stay away from it?
And I drank, but
lot?
I saw how my dad and my stepmom was, and it turned me off by it. Like, I didn't think it was just like, I didn't like it. I didn't like seeing how they act. Like,
Okay.
so yeah.
And then, did you work during this period of times from the age of what, 18 till what,
Well,
26,
I started
27?
working at a young age. Like during the winter, I would make reefs and go around and sell them for Christmas to have money for Christmas. I worked at little antique shops.
Yeah.
I started working at this little diner at like 15 as well, doing dishes, and that's just starting off with dishes.
Okay.
And then yeah, so I've pretty much worked my whole life for the most part, almost pretty much. I started young. Is coming out here is when I probably had one job being out here.
Why did you come out here?
Change of scenery, I guess you'd say.
Excitement?
But just things weren't doing too well at home, so my family basically helped me get out here and won't talk to me now. Like they won't talk to me at all.
When you say your family helped you, who, your parents or?
My grandma, she bought my ticket for me to come out here.
Okay, because you asked her, hey, I want to go to Vegas.
And I told her that my sister was out here, and she's the one that really encouraged me to come out here.
Okay. So you weren't doing drugs until you got here?
I started doing like coke and stuff a year before I moved out here, and that was with my daughter's dad.
Okay.
He's the one that got me onto it. Well, I shouldn't say he's the one that got me onto it because I'm a grown-ass woman. I chose to do it because he was doing it, and I wanted us to like bond, like, and that seemed like it was the only way because that's all he wanted to do was act like that.
Okay.
And then when I came out here, I figured why not experiment and try it, and then I tried everything and realized like, you know, I like yeah.
You got hooked on it.
Yeah.
What are you using?
I'm a everything user. I use anything I can really.
Anything at home?
Yeah.
And then how do you survive out here? How do you make money?
I mean, I normally will get my food stamp card, and I could like sell half of my food stamps and use the other half for food. You know, there's a couple of ways. I don't really want to.
You don't want to get into it? I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
What about, have you ever worked the streets as a working girl? Prostitute?
I tried, but I don't really think it's for me because like just certain personal reasons. I've tried to be I try to be like evil to other people, and I can't do it. Like it gets like my conscience gets to me to where I feel bad, and I can't do it. Like
evil to other people? What do you mean evil?
Like when people like steal from me, I'll try to like be like ruthless and get back at them by like being petty or something like that, and it's hard to do it because I end up feeling bad, and I'm just like, here, just take it anyways, like,
you're sweet.
You know, like it's I don't understand how people can do that. Like,
are you religious at all,
no.
or spiritual?
I'm spiritual, yeah. I believe like anything you think or feel like is what will come to life. Like what you do in your life is literally what you make it. Like I do believe in all that.
Do you believe in karma?
Yes.
Okay. Do you feel like your addiction is out of control?
Yes. Yeah.
It is?
Yeah.
Have you thought about recovery ever?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know what to do if
to a sense I kind of do, but at the same time I don't. Like, I do feel a little like lost and like helpless to a sense. Like, I know if I go to detox, like it'll be a good step, but at the same time, like I enjoy getting high, so that makes it hard. Like, but I know I'm gonna have to eventually, because if not, like it's not gonna end well.
What scares you the most about recovery?
Not being able to get high. I like getting high because like it feels good, like, and it's fun. Like I do it to have fun. I don't do it to like be all like mopey or sad. Like I do it because I enjoy it.
You know, after time though, your body's going to deteriorate. Your mind's going to deteriorate. You know, I don't need to tell you. Your mind's going to deteriorate, and then you have a child, right? How old?
She's 8.
She's 8 years old. Are you in her life right now or no?
Right now, she's with her dad, and he understands, and like we've explained to her what's going on. Like, I kind of was like taking care of everybody else's kids at a young age, so I'm getting a chance to kind of be like rebellious, I guess. Okay,
but do you want her to be in her life one day?
Of course.
Okay, so you need to get clean.
Yeah.
And have you ever heard of NA?
Mhm.
You tried it? Meetings?
Yeah, I've done it before.
You have?
Yeah, it just makes me want to get high.
Makes you want to get high.
Yeah, because you're around, basically NA is like, you're basically around people who, a lot of them say that they're sober, but a lot of them have basically probably relapsed already.
Yeah.
And they're in there with a sack waiting to get high after a f***ing meeting. Like,
You seen that?
Yeah, like it just makes me want to get high. And, like, that's what my NAs were all about. All experiences were. So I could be wrong about, you know.
Yeah, not most people don't do that. But were you there by choice or
By choice, yeah.
for court
It was by
reasons?
choice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should give it another try.
I am definitely thinking about considering, like, giving it a try soon, getting clean soon. But
Well, do you know where to go?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What place? Do you know the
There's
names?
The Crossroads.
Yeah.
There's,
Help Center, Nevada.
Yeah, there's a couple places. It's just it's getting myself to go. It's like
I have some brochures
Okay.
I'm gonna share with you. Okay. Have you ever been to jail?
Yes.
Okay. For what charge? What kind of charges?
I ended up passing out in the back of a stolen car,
Okay.
and the cops caught me, and I ended up going to jail that night.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
All right, Jackie. What do you want people to know about you?
I'm definitely very kind-hearted, a little too kind-hearted, I feel.
For your own good?
Yeah, because I definitely get walked over a lot and get f***ed a lot. Like, I get screwed over a lot, and I don't think it's fair because nobody really gives me, like, a lot of people that I try to make my friend don't give me the time of day, and I'm kind of, like, hurt, like, I'm wondering what's wrong with me, like, because I literally will bend over backwards and drop everything just to, like, make sure that they're happy or content or got what they wanted. And I don't know, I think that, like, besides the whole drug use, I think that I'm an okay person, like, yeah.
You're a great person.
I could be better. I'm a little
Yeah.
rusty, like, compared to what I used to be, like, I have some work to do. I need to fix myself for sure, but, like, I'm not gonna let this moment right now, like, put me in stone for the rest of my life. Like, I definitely am not this person, like.
What do you see yourself doing in 2 years? Or would you like yourself doing in 2 years?
Hopefully not this.
Yeah, get clean.
Yeah.
Hey, do you journal? Do you journal
Yeah.
or write?
Yeah.
How about meditate?
I guess, yeah.
While we're on that subject, do you have any contact information for us? Do you have like an email or something?
Yeah. It's a funny kind of email because it's the one that it's a nickname that my brother used to call me.
Okay, what is it?
jackrinkin.123@gmail.com.
All right, Jackie, do you have any regrets in life?
Yeah, a lot of them is taking up the really good opportunities that could have benefited me down the road. Kind of took those for granted, and you know, I am right now at this moment kind of missing out on my daughter and her growing up. But I just really hope that, you know, when I get back to her, she'll understand and she'll forgive me.
I think she will.
I hope so.
When you get cleaned up. What's the best thing about your life right now?
Getting to feel like, even though like I am homeless, like it sometimes there's those moments of like, just like, I don't know, like it just feels good, like the things I've gotten to see or like experience, like even just simple little things like a sunrise coming up and like how like the cold breeze coming and like just peacefulness, like just quiet, like even like stuff like that, like I'm definitely gonna keep in my my little noggin for good memories.
You like hiking or walking?
I love hiking.
I saw you walking around. I know you probably thought I was a creeper following you. What's the first thing you think about when you wake up?
Probably what I feel like eating, like where am I gonna go get my food, stuff like that.
What's your favorite food?
I like fruit. I like pretty much anything for the most part.
That's healthy. You like fruit? That's awesome.
Yeah.
What's your message to young people wanting to experiment with drugs?
I mean, I feel personally everybody is their own person. Like, if you feel like you have to experiment that, like experience that, then I mean, just be careful. Like, just try to be aware at all times because anything can happen. But I wouldn't recommend it. Like,
You wouldn't recommend it?
It's very it's dangerous. It's not. It's like definitely playing with your life right there. But I mean, I've seen people who are doctors, and you wouldn't even have thought like they were doing drugs and been doing drugs their whole life, taking care of the family and everything. So,
All right, think back to your childhood. What's your best childhood memory?
probably with my cousins. Like every year, at the end of the year, they would have a balloon fight, like a water balloon fight, and we would fill them up with shaving cream and like throw them at each other and like.
Yeah.
I always liked those times.
Was this in Colorado?
Yeah.
What were you listening to back in those days?
Like Sierra, Bone Thugs.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, and then oldies like.
Yeah. When you were back in those days, did you have like a favorite teacher? Do you remember?
No, I didn't.
Didn't? Okay. What about any talents? Did you have any talents?
I was pretty like when I was younger. I was really good for dance. Like I knew how to dance and
Okay.
stuff. I'm not as good as I used to be. Like,
Yeah. You're a dancer?
Yeah, I like to write poems and draw and do stuff like that.
Do you have any poetry you could share with us?
No.
Okay. You could draw. Are you an artist?
I mean, I'm not. No, I'm not that good, but I like to do it.
That's what you're going to substitute when you get clean. You're going to go back to your hobbies that you had before using.
I still draw and everything.
Still do all that?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have anyone you could count on in your life right now that's sober and you can give a call to? I mean, nobody? Everyone uses?
Yeah.
Have you lost anybody to addiction? Close friends? Family?
Pretty much, well, to addiction, I mean, no, not really. Like, my family kind of disowned me before I got the chance to become a junkie.
They disowned you? What was the reason?
So, like, my aunt, she couldn't have kids. So I actually have 3 kids. I have 2 boys and a girl.
Yeah.
My aunt, she, being a small town, people knowing certain people, I just didn't look as good on paper as my aunt did, and she was able to get my 2 boys.
Yeah.
Like, it sucks too because I was working, they had their own room. Like, I made sure I did everything I needed. I just needed her to watch them one night, and then all of a sudden that one night turned into me being accused of beating them when I know I wasn't.
Oh,
Like,
and you lost your kids?
yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah. It was probably the hardest thing I've ever had to like come to terms with, is knowing that I was never going to see them again.
But you can still see them again.
I have to wait till they get older to do it. So. It's kind of hard because like my life is very dull. Like all I do is worry about how I'm going to get my next fix and like where I'm going to sleep, or if I do go to sleep. Normally I'll go days without sleeping and I'll just run the streets and see what I can get myself into. Like, but other than that, like I don't have a very adventurous life or like exciting or like some deep story. Like this is just another person.
You actually, the way you're, I mean, it's not going to be on video, but the way you're living, you can transition to sobriety really fast.
Yeah.
Because you don't have a crazy drug habit. It's not like you don't work the streets, you're not a prostitute.
Yeah.
You don't have all that turmoil, but you do have some damage from the past that you need to come to terms with. You can definitely have a great life once you get sober, and you've got a lot of terrible things that have happened to you in the past. You need to come to terms with those, and that's through counseling, therapy, getting off these drugs too. It's going to be hard, and it's sad that you don't have anyone in your life that could support you. No loved ones at all? Anyone out there? Siblings?
No, like the guy that I'm seeing, like we're supposed to get clean together, but every time we talk about it, he says, we'll do it next, after this sack, after this sack, after this sack, or like, I don't know, like there's times when he'll say, let's just go, and then I don't want to go, like it's just like back and forth, like.
How long have you been with this guy?
2.5 years.
Okay.
I would say.
Well, you're a very likable young lady, Jacki. When this video goes up, make sure you go and watch it and read the comments.
Okay.
Because you can get a lot of great advice, and a lot of people will help you, whether that's through inspiration or sometimes they'll even try to get a hold of you and provide you support that way too. Just be careful. Yeah. All right, Jacki, that's about it. Did you have any questions for me, or any last things you want to say?
Thank you for doing this. Like, it's a really cool experience, and I've never done anything like this before.
Thank you so much for wanting to do this interview. How was it for you? What was the experience like?
I mean, definitely given me a chance to kind of like reflect on myself and realize like, you know, what am I really doing, like, and you know, at some point like something's got to give. Like I'm gonna have to like really like get my shit together, because this is not, you know, this isn't fun, this isn't cool at all. Like it sucks a lot. A lot too, because like I don't have any real ways of, you know, making good money. And what I do, people are basically getting sick of me, because like I'm always begging, like, and people get real tired of that shit. Like then they don't want to open their door to you, they don't want to talk to you, nothing. Like, it sucks.
Do you have any skills? You got a high school diploma, right?
I mean, like, I'm good at certain things, but like I'm not even using them, because all I want to do is get high. Like,
when that changes, can you work like at a casino or?
I have such a good resume. I can do pretty much almost anything you put me to. Like, I have a resume that goes from working fast food, working in the dispensaries, doing real estate, anything. But I don't do it. I don't use it. Like,
let's say one of our subscribers can offer you a job. Are you willing to go to rehab and get clean?
Yeah.
We've had guests before that were offered housing by somebody and a job, as long as they're willing to go to rehab. Would you be willing to do that if someone would offer you that?
Yeah.
Okay. So basically what's stopping you is just this drug use.
Yeah.
How long would you be willing to leave your boyfriend if he refuses to get clean?
I think he's already kind of like left me, because I can't. Like, that's what sucks about being homeless in a relationship, is how like sometimes when you guys, like, if one person has to go and do something that's important and the other one is staying because of whatever reason it may be, it's hard to find each other sometimes. Like, you end up going days or weeks without seeing each other, and then it causes nothing but drama and fight. And like, I don't even know where he's at right now. Like, I don't.
How long's it been?
Almost a week.
Okay. Well, Jackie, I really want to thank you for this amazing interview. I wish you the best. You have my contact information, and maybe we can do an update on you, and hopefully you'll be sober.
Yeah.
And remember, those doors are always open when you decide, NA or whatever, or rehab.
Okay.
It's going to be really tough for the first, few months. It just gets easier. I'm also, I used to struggle, and I'm okay now, 8 years.
Really?
Yeah, I was an alcoholic, but
I know what you mean, yeah.
It was really hard the first year.
Growing up in a small town, that's what I did, was just smoke weed and drink. So I get it. Like, I recovered from that. But like these drugs, like, for some reason I feel like I can't pull myself out. Like, I don't know why I'm so hypnotized by them. Like, it's not even like that fun. It's like a 15-minute high, and then you're back at it trying to find your fix again.
Do you think that you're genetically predisposed to being an addict, or do you think it's more environment, or both?
Yeah, probably both.
Yeah.
Because like everybody in my family did drugs. That's why at a young age I didn't do it, because I didn't like how they were acting. Which says I don't understand. Like, I guess I don't really understand why I'm at it now. Like, I was so against it when I was younger, but now I'm just like all about it. But then again, like, maybe that's why, because I needed to understand it. Like, I just judged it before getting to know it. All I did was judge it off of what I was seeing. But now it makes more sense to me. Like, it opened up my mind and let me understand it a little bit more. So now, like, I kind of wish I didn't judge people who did when I was younger, and I was more understanding. And because there's people like I could have helped back then, or I could have been like I could have been better at it.
I know what you mean. I kind of went through the same thing. I always looked down on alcoholics when I was growing up, and I would say I'd never be like that.
Yeah.
But I ended up being one.
Never say never.
Yeah.
Anything is possible.
Anything. Do you like helping people, right? What about a counselor later on when you get sober?
Yeah, I mean, that'd be cool. I definitely want to go to school. Like, I want to go to school for like I want to learn psychology and stuff like that.
You're into psychology?
Yeah.
You can go to school. You're a native?
Yeah.
All kinds of grants and everything for you.
Yeah.
You did graduate high school, so did you do any college or no?
No, I did not.
Oh, okay. Well, you could start.
Yeah, I could.
All right, Jackie, thank you so much. I'm going to let you go because it looks like you're really cold.
It's getting a little cold out here.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.